actually outspeed him. And I one-shot the Eternus turn 1. That's crazy. I didn't expect to outspeed him even with a Scarf. Wow, that's crazy. He just tries to target down the same. I live. Burns me though. That's not that big of an issue though. Wow, that's huge. Huge turn 1. What is up, everybody? Back with some more Pokemon Scarlet, Violet, Regulation H, VGC. Flapple's a mod that you're never really going to be seeing used at all, especially in even Regulation H, just because it has really bad, mediocre stats, and its abilities really aren't the greatest. Being a Dragon Grass typing also really isn't the best of typing. It's a cool typing, but it's not really what you really want out of a lot of your Dragon types. So there's actually a really cool team around Flapple that actually kind of makes it work with Gravity. One of its abilities is actually Hustle, which kind of lowers your accuracy but increases your power every turn. So your moves will be getting less and less accurate, but your power level will be going up every turn, which is kind of bad by itself. But with Gravity, it pretty much negates that, especially with all its other moves that actually have less than 100% accuracy. So kind of a really cool team we're going to be featuring today. A lot of other really cool stuff on here with like Spothra and one or two other things. So this is a team by Mr. Kurtastic. If you guys want to use this team, rent up in the corner, paste down below. I think we featured a lot of their teams on the channel before. Nothing really recently. I've been kind of trying to feature some other people, but kind of running low on teams for you guys. I really am. A lot of people are starting to transfer over to Regulation G and starting to upload their Regulation G teams. Kind of starting to run out of actually like interesting Regulation H teams. And like I was going to make my own like one last Regulation H team, but at least for me, like I just don't think it's really worth with how much time and effort it would really be. And I have like one or two teams I could make, but I just don't know if they're really good enough or like really interesting enough to really make them in game with how much effort it really take to kind of create them all in game. So I don't think I'll be having any more of my own Regulation H teams, unfortunately. At least that's kind of what I've decided currently, with how much effort it is and how much time it would really take when we only have literally like a month left of Regulation H. So there's not really much time to really use the team much anyways. So it's kind of why I'm going based off of how much resource and that would kind of really take. So let's run through this team. We're going to hop in some games. A lot of really cool stuff here. We got the Flapple with the Choice Scarf. You got the Terra Steel there. You have Grav Apple, which I'm not 100% sure exactly what it does. All I know is that it's exactly, it's one of Flapple's signature moves. I forgot what it exactly does because I haven't used Flapple or seen Flapple play in forever. I think what it does is lower speed, but it might be Syrupy Apple or what Appleton gets. I'm not 100% sure though. All I know is that I think it's pretty bad, so, and you never see it played. Dragon Rush is there just because you're going to be using this thing alongside the Sableye, so it's a higher base power dragon move that gets boosted by Gravity, so it's more than 100% accurate. You have the Terra Blast Steel there to deal with those pesky fairies, and you got the U-turn there as well, just if you want to come in and U-turn out first turn to possibly set up like a Gravity for like the Spothra or something else, which is kind of cool. So with Hustle, if you guys know how Hustle works, it's pretty much an ability that gives you a power boost every turn, but your accuracy slowly goes lower and lower every turn, so your accuracy suffers, but you'll be stronger if you do land a move. It's pretty bad. It's a really bad ability. I think Delibird has, and there's a few other mods that have it as well, which are kind of really held back by it, which can be good, but there's kind of held back by the ability with how bad it really is, because you're going to be missing a lot of your moves after like 2 or 3 turns. So with Gravity, it kind of negates that. And then we have the Sable on the team with the double screens, Gravity, and the Foul Play. It's a really standard set. You got the Hypnosis, Psy Spam, Speed Boost, you have Spothra. So with Gravity, you have more than 100% accurate Hypnosis, which is kind of cool. You got the Male Indeedee with Terra Fighting for like your pesky King Gambits and Arclodon stuff. You have Imprison Trick Room there, and then you just have the standard offensive moves. More of a standard set. Psychic Seed, Sneeze with a pair alongside the Psy Spam, and then you have the Mirror Herb Arcanine with Intimidate. Mirror Herb's actually on a rise currently with like item usages, mainly because a lot of people are kind of using it to play off of like the stuff that has a Defiant, stuff like King Gambit, and there's one or two other things that kind of rely on the Defiant boost from a lot of the Intimidators, same with like Incineroar and Salamence and one or two others. And with the Mirror Herb, you can actually take their +1 attack boost, outspeed them, live a hit from them if they have like priority, like the King Gambit usually does, live a hit and then outspeed and just one-shot him in return most of the time. That's kind of what a lot of people are doing, so it's kind of on the rise in that type of way. Kind of cool tech. We'll see if it actually works, and you can also use it with like other boosts too. So if you're going against like an Arclodon or like somebody with a Psychic Seed or a Grassy Seed, you also steal those boosts. So it has a few uses. See how this team does. Really interesting. Let's hop in some games. Alright, well, the ladder tonight decided to throw everything at us. My opponent has his Zekrom team with Keldeo and a bunch of other crazy shit. Scarlet, Glastrier by itself, not Calyrex Ice, just Glastrier. Ursaluna, regular Ursaluna, Azelf, Keldeo, and Zekrom. It's kind of this is a really crazy team. What I want to do here, I mean, he has a fire type and an ice type. Otherwise, I think the Flapple ain't too bad here. Because I think with his Scarf outspeed everything on his team, it just comes down to, like, with gravity, that's going to be kind of an issue. I'm going to lead it. I'm going to lead with the Sableye and the Flapple. Ain't too bad here. If there was a match to use it, I think it's now. What else do I want to bring here? I think I bring the Spothra and the Indeedee here, I think is what I bring in the back. Arcanine's okay into his team as well, but I'm speed tying with Zekrom, which I don't really want to do. A few other things, like I kind of get walled at least a little bit by the Scarlet, especially if he's Terra Grass. He's lead Zekrom, Keldeo here, okay. This ain't too bad though. I have two options here. Actually, this is what Gravel Apple does, if you guys didn't know. I didn't even know. The user inflicts damage by dropping an apple. It also lowers the target's defense. So I think you can lock yourself into that and it'll actually do more damage over time. I forgot what it did because, like I said, I haven't used Flapple in forever and I haven't seen it played, and I don't even remember the last time I seen it played, so. I have two options. I can go Grab Apple or I can go for Dragon Rush here. I think I'm just going to go for Grab Apple. I'm going to get rid of the Keldeo turn 1 and I'm going to Gravity here. Stellar Terra Zekrom. That's really interesting. What are you cooking? What are you about to cook with? I think the Flapple's gonna get one-shotted here, I'm assuming. I one-shot the Keldeo though. Get out of here. Goodbye. Outrage. Please hit the Sableye. I was hoping to hit the Sableye because I think the Flapple does a lot more for me in this match. Like, having screens is okay, but like now the Sableye just doesn't really do much. What else do I do? I mean, going to the Indeedee here, but I think I don't know. It's kind of risky going to this because if he hits me with an Outrage, I think even behind the Reflect, I might just get one-shotted. He's using a hacked mod from Wonder Trade, okay. That's the type of guy this guy is, okay. He might just protect here too. I'm just gonna go for right away, just go for the Expanding Force here, I don't give a fuck. And then I'm just gonna Reflect here. Will I live an Outrage behind a Reflect? And we'll just one-shot the Sableye here. Expanding Force is a 2-hit KO. I'm Sash, so I should live this. Okay, the Reflect helped a little bit. It didn't bring me down to Sash. Fling. That's the type of shit you get from Wonder Trade. That is all these hacked scam website mons. They literally have random EVs, IVs, and movesets. And he has no item on this. He forgot he took the item off. Because I'm assuming it was probably either a Master Ball or an ability patch. So he took the item off and then he realized, oh yeah, I don't have an item, so I can't use Fling. I Expanding Force here again, and then I'm just going to go for Foul Play. I think he just straight up loses now. Like, I don't know what he have, and actually just gets KO because I get a crit, okay. I just must have got a low roll on the Ursula this past turn. Because I actually did a lot more this time around. I don't know how he wins here now. Like, what do you have in the back that's going to win you this match? Some other hacked scam website advertising mod from Wonder Trade. Glaster, okay, that's fine. Kind of wish I would have saved my Terra for Terra fighting. I guess I could still go for Terra fighting if I really want to, but I don't know if it's really worth. I just want to click Expanding Force. Foul play here, which I think will probably just get the KO. That just almost one-shots him. Goodbye. I haven't seen Glassware by itself to use at all, too. That's another mod I haven't seen. It has pretty good stats, but like I think just overall you need to use it in Trick Room, and it's being a mono ice type really isn't the greatest. It's just really Terra reliant most of the time. Switch to a lot of the common shit, that's the main issue. Bad, I'll take the win though. Kind of unfortunate that we got outraged and one-shotted on turn 1 though. I was hoping the Flapple would stick around at least a few more turns. We did get the KO on the Keldeo there, so not bad. I'll see you guys in another match. Alright, we are in the game. My opponent's running a Regulation G team, which is going to be really common going forward, especially if I use a lot of these Regulation H teams on the casual ladder going forward. So, my opponent has the Ditto, Chandelure, Obama Snow. He's running double weather on his team for whatever reason. It's kind of counterintuitive, but whatever. He also has 3 ghost types. Cryodon, Spiritomb, and Frozlast. I still kind of want to bring Flapple here. Because I am Scarfed, and I'm really curious if whether or not like the Dragon Rush one-shots the Cryodon. I really am. I think I'm going to go for it here. I'm just going to try it. I'm going to YOLO. What else do I want to bring here? I need something for Spiritomb, but like I don't really have much for Spiritomb at all. Like I can put it to sleep. I guess I have Dazzling Gleam. I guess that's what I bring. I don't really have much for it at all here. I guess Arcanine's also decent to my opponent's team, but it just gets one-shotted by Cryodon if I don't Terra, and even then it probably still one-shots me, so... It's kind of a problem with a lot of these Regulation H teams. If I don't want to go on the ranked ladder, like with this team, it's kind of more of a meme team. I really don't want to go on the ranked ladder and ruin my rank with a lot of these rental teams. So, like, that's why I go on the casual ladder mainly. And, like, if I do that now, I'm going to be going against all these Regulation G teams, especially in these next few days. I'm recording this. A lot of people are switching over to Regulation G like a month early. I could go Terra Steel here and Terra Blast, which I think I might. Part of me wants to here. I'm gonna go YOLO. I'm gonna do it. I'm going for the Terra Blast. How much you want to bet this? Frozlast is Sash though. I really don't want to really go for Gravity because I give him 100% accurate Blizzard, which could be a bit of an issue, but I'm going for it, YOLO. If I one-shot him here, that'd be great. Please don't be Focus Sash. Okay, good. I get a huge KO turn 1. That's huge. I think he just goes for Aurora Veil here, but if he does, that's fine. He actually just goes for Blizzard. Okay, that's perfect. And he freezes me. Of course he does, so now I don't get my screens up. And then he has... Okay. My opponent's team is really weird because, like, he has Snow, but then he also has Cryodon, so, like, it's really counterintuitive. Like, either you want to run Snow or you want to go for Sun stuff. Like, he just changed the weather on himself, so, like, now, I guess with Gravity, he still has 100% accurate Blizzard, but I don't know, I'll see if I can a one-shot on a bomb. So I have a +1 boost off of Hustle since it's been 1 turn, so I have a little bit more power. I'm going to try to reflect, but I think I'm still going to be frozen here. I think I'm about to get knocked into oblivion. Well, actually, I thaw out. Okay, that's huge. I don't know if the reflect really does much, but we're going to go for it anyways. Choice Scarf, outspeed. Can I one-shot him? I one-shot the Abomasnow. That's 2 KOs. That's 2 KOs in a row. Not bad. Oh, he says Flamethrower. I was hoping to go after the Sableye, but like... I guess the Flapple's such a threat to his team, he has to go after that. Run special Koraidon too. That's another thing that doesn't make much sense. Go into the spot right here and protect just to get my speed boost. Set up a light screen. If I knew he was special, actually, I maybe would have set up a light screen, but I still don't think I would have lived. It's a full apple, like I don't expect you to live anything. Its stats are really bad. He's actually... He has a Ditto, but it's not a transform Ditto on the way in. He actually has to use transform. Because that makes sense. What is my opponent running? Like, I don't understand. I'm gonna protect here. Like, I just protect and then I go for a light screen here. But he can go and transform into anything on my team here. Like, if he transforms into Sableye, it doesn't do much. Because he doesn't have Pranksters. I don't really care. I've actually even lived that with a crit, so... Transform, that's kind of an issue, I guess, but... I don't know, is it a speed tie, though? I just Dazzling Gleam here. Because I know I outspeed Koraidon. And I foul play. Just one shots to Koraidon, get out of here. I don't think he's Choice Scarf though, because on that last turn he maybe would have been able to outspeed me, but I also protected, so I'm not sure. I think he would have outsped the Koraidon though if he was Choice Scarf. I don't think he's choiced. Thing is here too is like I have screens up, so I just Hypnosis here. And then I just go for Expanding Force. I have screens and he doesn't, so he just protects again. That doesn't really do much though, like what's that do? It's still gonna be a speed tie, so like technically I guess he still will get some damage off here, but like if you're not KOing me behind a screen. Screens are still up for like another 5 turns, so... Oh, it's because so the gravity went away. Okay. I mean that means I just attack him instead then. I'll just attack you instead. No biggie. I was gonna be flashy. He got the double protect. Okay. Quit trying to stall the game, man. You're not gonna win. No matter how many times you protect, you're not winning. He thinks I have 5 turns of light screen. He doesn't know that I'm like a light clay Sableye. I just keep clicking the same thing. Can he get a triple protect? No, he doesn't. Get wrecked. My opponent's regulation. He's running a regulation G team, but I will admit that this team was really bad. Really counterintuitive regulation G team. I think you need to go back to the drawing board on that one, bud. You're running Sun, but half your team is like a Snow team. And you also have like 3 Ghost types on your team. 2 of which are really weak to Fairy. I think there's a few huge major issues with your team that you gotta fix. I'll give you credit for trying though. I'll see you guys in another match. Alright, we're in another game. Opponent's running another Regulation G team. Lucario, Emboar, Charizard, Entei. So he has like 3 fire types. Really interesting. Golduck, and then Eternatus. Really weird, interesting team. Like, he has no... Unless he has Manual Sun. He maybe has Manual Sun on his team, I'm not sure. Really interesting team. He could have, like, simple beam stuff with, like, Cosmic Power Eternatus, too. Could be kind of a problem. I don't know. Part of me just wants to lead with the Sableye Flapple again. I really do. Kind of dumb because, like, I guess I kind of want to bring the Arcanine to this match, too. Question is, though, like, if I bring that, I don't know what else I really bring in the back. Because I really want Psychic Terrain. I'll bring the Spotter instead, I think. With Speed Boost, it's actually pretty good versus team. I think after one Speed Boost, I can outspeed Eternatus, which I might really need. I don't know, kind of risky bringing the Flapple here. If I really wanted to win this one, I think the Flapple should have stayed on the bench, though, but... I'm here to use it, I'm here to showcase it for you guys. I want to try to make it work. Eternatus Emboar, okay. I see a Gravity and I see a Dragon Rush. That's what I see here. Dragon Rush the Eternatus. I'm curious to see how much damage this does. Then I go for Gravity. Well, actually, I'll speed him. And I one-shot the Eternatus turn 1. That's crazy. I didn't expect to outspeed him even with a Scarf. Wow, that's crazy. He just tries to target down the save. I live. Burns me though. That's not that big of an issue though. Wow, that's huge. Huge turn 1. The Flapple's trying to make it its worth. Like, it's trying to prove its worth here. Because I was regretting bringing it at the start of this game and, like, it's trying to prove itself. There's the Entei. I don't know, let's Reflect here. I kind of want to just Dragon Rush the Emboar and see how much damage it does, and then I'm going to Reflect. I'm assuming what he's going to do there is he wasn't expecting me to be Choice Scarfed. So, like, he was going to go for, like, Dynamax Cannon onto Flapple and just try to one-shot me. That's probably what he's expecting. He didn't expect to get outsped and one-shot in return. And one was like, wow, I didn't expect that. Caught him really off guard. I get rid of the Emboar, too. Okay. What do you have for me? Sacred Fire. Do I live that? I live that behind the Reflect, but he burns me. Of course he does. 50% chance to burn, but I... Oh, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Otherwise, I probably would have one-shotted him, too. The Flapple would have been on a tear this entire match. I maybe would have been able to just full-on sweep the guy. And he has Golduck. He didn't even bring the Charizard, okay. Well, I'm gonna Dragon Rush here anyways. Dragon Rush, Light Screen. With Hustle, like, even being burned, with the Hustle ability to, like, powering me up every single turn, I guess that just one-shots me, but powering me up every turn, it kind of counteracts the burn a little bit. Not really enough to make it where you actually do decent damage, but it helps at least a tiny bit. This guy's running Blizzard Golduck, too. Like, what an absolute G this guy is. I haven't seen that one in forever. Usually it's just like simple beam garbage. Either that or he does have simple beam, he just has Blizzard on there because he has nothing to simple beam. His simple beam target, which is the Eternatus, got one-shotted. Let's Rock Slide here, Rock Slide. I think I still have Gravity up. But I should be able to outspeed the Entei here, so... Go for it on the Entei. I have double screens up, so like I don't think there's any way he wins here unless he just like double crits me and somehow lives this. Or like he has a crazy Terra. What do you like, Terra normal or Terra grass, maybe? Okay, Terra fire. This does not do anything. I guess if you want to go for Sacred Fire, if you get a burn on the Arcanine, maybe you'll live. Like, behind a screen, you're not one-shotting the Arcanine. And he's not even max speed, so he just gets outsped. So it's a bulky Entei that's not max speed. So that literally didn't matter. Golduck living. And he freezes me. It's the clutch freeze. I mean, lucky for me, I have Flare Blitz, so it literally doesn't matter. That's kind of funny, though. Going to get some really crazy Regulation G teams. I really am. We're holding our own versus them, though. The Flapple got 2 kills this match. Not even bad. Really impressive. It proved me wrong. I was regretting bringing it to this match, and it proved me wrong. I'll admit that. I'll eat my words. A lot of Regulation G teams on the ladder, though. Let's talk a little bit more about this team. Alright, as for this team, it actually kind of proved me wrong a little bit. Had a lot of low expectations going into this with the Flapple, and I think it's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I think the main issue with the Flapple, though, like, is this thing good? No, it's not. The only thing that makes this thing good is gravity. If gravity is not a thing and you don't have gravity in your team, it's literally not that good, and especially with the Choice Scarf. I think without Choice Scarf, it just gets outsped by everything and just one-shotted. That's the main problem with this thing. Either you one-shot whatever you're trying to hit on the first turn, or, like, I guess if you have screens up, maybe you'll live behind a screen if it's like a neutral or like a lighter hit. If it's like anything super effective, though, even behind a screen, you usually get one-shotted by it. But it's kind of the main issue. But, like, unless you, like, one-shot whatever you're going after, like, first turn, most of the time you usually end up either taking a shit ton of damage or usually die the first turn. And, like, the Flapple, especially with Hustle under gravity, you want to stay on the field as long as possible to keep on getting that boost from the Hustle every single turn. So, with that in mind, I don't think it's really that good because, like, literally it's being enabled by the Choice Scarf mainly and, like, by gravity. And even then, like, a bunch of screen help from the Sableye, too, with double screens. So, I don't know. If it wasn't for those, I literally think this thing would not literally do nothing on this team. It's kind of just being really supportive. But I guess it's what you want the team to do, is support the Flapple. So, if in that case, it does do that job very well. So, apart from that, the rest of the team is really good. I don't know, not really much I'd really change on this team. I think the team overall, for what it's trying to do, is probably the best it's going to get. Like, you got the size spam, you got the Unburden with the Psychic Seed there to your physical attacker and your special attacker under terrain. And you got the Arcanine there, just more of coverage for this team. So, apart from that, really cool team. If you guys want to use Flapple and actually have a decent team that actually can make it work in some of your games. I'm not saying every single game I had actually made it work. I got wrecked a few times in my testing games, even trying to bring the Flapple and stuff, just because I was going against a lot of shit that just either set up in my face and I wasn't able to one-shot on, like, the first turn, and it's kind of got reverse swept, or like they just double into Flapple first turn. Just either I go for gravity or I go for a screen, and I have a chance to miss. So it depends what you really go for. Kind of a 50-50 play, and then either that or they just double into Flapple the first turn, because they know the Sableye really can't do much offensively most of the time. So they just double into it, and you end up just getting either trading most of the time first turn, or you do a little bit of damage, miss out on a KO, and then end up just dying. I had that problem in like a few of my testing games, but if you can make it work, and if it's able to be like sit on the field long enough with the screens, if you get both your screens up and like keep gravity on the field and let the Hustle just kind of rack up every single turn, it can shit damage. I'm not saying it's really that bad in that way, but it's really situational. You have to have a lot go your way to actually make it work, and I just don't think it's overall really that good in that case. But Flapple's a really cool mon, though. It's a really cool mon. I wish it was a lot better than it actually is. I think just bad, like, kind of held back by like bad ability and like bad typing, and like its stats just really aren't that good. Its stats are pretty damn bad. I'm being real. Especially for like an evolution. It really is. Apart from that, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video. Like I said, paste down below, rental in the corner if you guys want to use this team. Got a lot more stuff on the way. Got regulation cheat content on the way as well, so if you guys don't want to miss that. I'm gonna get out of here. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching.